yo, I saw Nocries is at FaceIt headquarters. You guys think FaceIt gonna admit a guy's been cheating on their anti-cheat and then ban him at the event? And then listen. I have a question. So listen, wait. Nocries goes to FaceIt headquarters to prove he's not cheating on FaceIt and on FaceIt anti-cheat. And it ends up he's cheating, which means FaceIt just proved that you can cheat on their anti-cheat, and they proved themselves that he's cheating on their anti-cheat. You think that's possible and they're gonna do that? Or they're gonna say, nah, this guy's legit. He's using FaceIt mouse, keyboard, and PC. I don't know. I'm just asking. Do you think FaceIt will wait, what are you saying? You think a guy who's used to one mouse and one mousepad is now using a new complete mouse with different skates, or how you say it? Nah, bro. I don't know what to say about this. I hope the guy's not cheating, and I hope we're all wrong. I would like to understand how a guy with 500 games in CS2 is the best player on FaceIt. Does that mean everybody else is like, the best player on FaceIt platform has 500 CS2 games. And we are having FaceIt bring that player to prove that that player is not cheating on their anti-cheat team. On their anti-cheat. And wait, FaceIt, how you say, not fire, how you say it? But not release, release their anti-cheat team. How do they say it? Layoff. Today's video is sponsored by RainGG. Rain is one of the fastest growing CS2 case opening sites. Besides fun case openings, they offer game modes like case battles, upgrader, and doubles. Rain gives players free daily, weekly, and monthly cases. If you sign up with my code LOBA, you get 3 free cases and 5 deposit bonus. The site supports instant deposit and withdrawals using skins or crypto. If you want to try Rain, click the first link in the pinned comment and use code LOBA to claim your rewards. Please remember, loot boxes sites can be addictive, so make sure you're over 18 and only spend money you can afford to lose. Good luck. I think this happened. Wait, let me see. FaceIt parent company still has several layoffs in July. They reportedly heavily impact the platform's anti-cheat and integrity team. So the guys at FaceIt have removed a heavy amount of people from their anti-cheat and integrity team. 50 employees on FaceIt were affected, with the anti-cheat taking a significant hit. So now we have Nocries going to FaceIt and being supervisioned by an anti-cheat team which they fired heavily. And now, wait. Now, the best player on the FaceIt platform, who played 500 games in total on CS2, is the best player on the platform, and FaceIt invite him to their offices to prove that he's not cheating on their platform. But if he shows that he is cheating on their platform, then FaceIt will prove to everybody that it's possible to cheat on their platform. You think that makes sense? That they're gonna snitch on themselves? They're gonna come out and be like, yeah, bro, guys, yeah, he's been cheating on our platform. We got more work to do. We will fix this. Or they're gonna be like, nah, guys, nobody's cheating, nothing to see here. No match fixing, nothing to see here. Nothing wrong with the pro scene, nothing to see here. I'm just talking openly. I hope the guy's not cheating. I hope he's the best player in the world with 500 games in CS2. I hope that's true, but I don't know if that proves everybody's trash or he's just the best. I don't know. So you guys tell me what makes sense to you. I'm gonna check as well the other videos. I have them on another tab with his demos and everything. But to me, this don't make sense, bro. This don't make sense. I would understand if, for example, somebody else invited him, somebody who's not connected to FaceIt and who's not connected to him promoting FaceIt and this not being a possible PR stunt, then I would understand. But having this being done by FaceIt and this happening, 500k views. This is basically a free PR for FaceIt. The same way they use PR as in we created the talents of Monesi, Kyosuke. These guys played FaceIt. This is how they became talents. You know, like they created Spinks. But you guys forget that FaceIt actually kicked Spinks from FPL because he was trash. And you guys forgot that Spinks and his friends won a LAN in Greece. I was at that LAN and I met them all there. And they win the LAN versus Nexus. And I come back home, I'm in FPL, and I message everybody from FPL, the admins, please invite these guys from Israel who won the event, LAN event in Greece. They won versus Nexus. Nexus is in FPLC. Invite these guys to FPLC. And everybody, including Mikey and everybody, tells me no, we won't invite them. So they had to qualify to FPLC after already winning events. And I have proof for that in DMs. They didn't invite them. But then they qualified to FPLC. From FPLC, Spinks qualified to FPL. They kicked him from FPL. But then when he became famous and successful, they wrote, do you remember this guy came pro from FPL? You see what, I know FaceIt, I worked with FaceIt, so I can tell you how they operate and what they do. So they'll use you to promote their service and say, yo, we help, we make them what they are, but they won't tell you how they didn't want to invite them to FPLC when they were winning events. They didn't want to tell you how they took a step towards helping somebody, because they don't do that. And I have proof for that. I actually screenshotted all the messages to Spinks back then, because Spinks was asking me, yo, can you fix an invite for us? And I have pictures back then from that LAN. So don't trust everything FaceIt are writing and doing. They use these type of things only for PR. Only for PR. And they'll use you for PR, and when they can't use you anymore, they'll just, don't give a fuck about you.